Hi friends, visit this URL and watch this certificate. In the previous tutorial in part 2, here the link is available also. We had discussed about how we have collected data from the MySQL database. These data is name, class, mark, gender, the ID, and system has added the date and time to the certificate. Now in this tutorial we'll learn how we'll add this image. This is the photo of the student, then this logo and this QR code. These three things we will add and learn it, and you can download the zip file available at the end of this page also. Inside your zip file you will get this two folders are there. So one is the output. It is blank now initially because your outputs will be stored in that, and in this photos directory you will find some 4 sample photos are there. 4 you have created. Your real pictures of the students will go there, and each has to be unique. And if you come back here, the config and config video are the database connection files. We explained it before also, and this file will work it. And these are the sample stamp images. Whatever we have 2 images, GD temple and the logo. This logo will place it in all the files, and this is a SQL dump. You can use it, and it's a small readme, and this student is for your testing only, how the connection works or not. Now we'll open this our main file, single main file actually, gdcertificate.php file. We are inside our gd-certificate.php file. So this is every line of this were explained in the part 2 of the tutorial. Note that we have not added the part 3 video part, but part 3 is there with a dynamic QR code. But here we will explain that. So it is a part 2, and then as far as video is concerned, it is part 4. Now you can see here that this is a image we are telling, and the file name this is the template file what we are using, and this config-video is the file which we are keeping our database login details. And here is our SQL. Once you run this is the how you are getting the data. This is a loop. This loop starts from here and ends at the end. Here it ends. So inside this loop, for each and every record, the certificate is generated. So by taking data from MySQL table, and where we are keeping our student details, name, ID, mark, class, and all etc. are taken. So these are the columns we are taking. Now you can see here the for each is there. Inside that we are written, and now even if I run this also, I will be getting a certificates, but then we'll add our QR code, logo and the student photo to this. Now here you can see I will do one thing. I will just limit this one, limit 0 to 4 means because I have 4 sample photos of the student, so I am limiting it to 4. There are total 35 records are there. You can continue up to 35, and simple in that case, simple remove this limit part. Don't so all those records will be printed. Now this we are limiting it, and then all the data is taken, everything. Now I am saving this. We'll run this once and see the certificates. Now let me refresh it page once. Now let me come to the window here. You can see the output was blank. Now it is no more blank. 4 certificates are created. You can see I am just opening the one. So here is the certificate. These are the data taken from the database. This is the system time is taken, and the ID is also taken. I have just shifted the ID bit right towards right. Here we will place the student photo, or the whatever it's a unique photo of the student. And here we will place the logo. The logo is the common logo. It's a common file available inside your zip file also. And here our QR code will come. So these 3 things will add now. Inside this our gdcertificate.php file, 3 areas are I have marked it with the comment. So it is I am right. First one is adding QR code, then adding the student photo, then adding the common logo. So these 3 areas will work. First, what I will do, I have just copied the QR code, 2 lines of code, but other things I will explain also. So this is I am pasting it here. You just see what it is. It is the QR is the image generated. This is the variable name only. You can give any name you want. So image create from string, that is the function GD function I am using. File get contents, and this is the URL what actually I am getting from Google. Google gives us a Google Chart API. So this Chart API, if you just search for Google Charts API, you will come to know that it gives you to generate the QR code. You pass on a string and Google will return you the match QR code of it. Now, but that tool is, as per the good message at the top, this is deprecated, but it is still working. So my recommendation is better use this till it works, and if it stops working in future, or Google may give you another API. If you stop, then there are libraries are there also. We can experiment with those libraries directly when using PHP also we can write that. So use this Google API. Now here you can see for inside this URL, whatever we are sending to Google server, here chart googleapis.com chart. Now here I am telling 100 by 100 means this is the height and width. This is the size I am passing. Now this is I am telling it that is a QR code. Now this variable I am telling that this is the string, my string I have written here. This is my string. Why I am adding? You must be knowing URL encode is a PHP function, because you may be using string, but actually in this case it is not required, because we are using a row ID which is a numeric. So it's an integer. So what happens, this row ID, student ID 3, 4, 5, whatever we are sending, if you want to send row along with the row ID the student name also, just add that here. So row name is already, we are collecting the row name at the top, you can add it, but there is no point, because usually it's the ID, invoice number, or this sort of numeric figures only passed. When you scan it by using a scanner, or nowadays you can download a scanner to your smartphone, available freely. I will recommend that you download a scanner and experiment while running this script. Whatever QR codes are generated, use a scanner in your smartphone and read those data. So you will understand how it is created. That is a better way of checking the outputs also. So this is all our QR code, we get it. Now that QR code we will be adding. This is image source, is our source image. Earlier also at the top we have used, and here we are embedding, or here we are telling this is the, we are copying one image over the other. So these two. Now this 475 and 40 is the position where the QR code is going. Then this is the starting XY position of the this is the destination, this is the source. QR is the our source image, and the final image or the destination image is this. So what location, where it is positioned, X and Y coordinates, and the height and width of it are all given here, because it is all 100 here. So we are given, you can see here this is 100. So that is why we have mentioned it. If it is you want a bigger QR code, you can extend this, increase this size also. Then accordingly this part also you can increase it. Now here also up to this point we can check it also. Now let's save this once. So we'll finish up by this way. So first part will be QR code. We'll check that. Then we'll add the student picture. Check that. Then we'll move to the logo and check finally. So I am just saved it. Let's go here. Run once. Fine. Okay. Output. Okay. I have to run second time once. Okay. Fine. So this is generated 4 certificates for me. So if I want to see this, I can check my folder also. Yeah, 4 certificates are there. Before that it was not there. Right now there are only the QR code is added. Here you can see the QR code is added. This position by experimenting that coordinates I have taken. Now this picture, suppose you scan it, you will get the output as 1, because this variable ID I am same variable we have placed it. So you will get the value as 1. Try it, download a free skill, lot of scanners are available in your smartphone, and read this, point to this QR code and read the value. So that's we have got it. Now let's go to add our next we'll move to the add the image or the picture of the student. Yeah, inside our photos directory, if you check it, there are 4 images. Now let us go bit up. Okay. So there are 4 images are there. So 4 students, the sample. You can extend it if you have real photos of your students. But one thing you must see that here, let's go there and see once. These are the certificates. come back to photos. These names are unique, 1 2 3 4. I have given it 1 2 3 4. You can place it. Say why it is the student ID is given as the name is, the reason is, suppose you have Alex. Now there may be two students with the name Alex. So if you save it as alex.jpg, then you chance that in the certificate wrong photo will be printed. So that is why, to make the photographs unique, we have used the ID as the particular student photo. So if you want to keep a separate name and create ID, you can add a column in the student table or in your database and store the name of the file in that. So if you want to specifically to store that one, so every time you upload a photo, that uploading part will see it separately. Upload a photo, then a unique name or something you must ensure and keep it in that folder. Now because 4 samples are there, and that is why we are put a limit of 4, because the loop will execute 4 times, and for the 4 students it will create. Now let's start this. We'll be reading the image, the JPG picture of the student first, because first loop it will be 1 2 3 4 like that, 4 times only we are preparing. So first let's create the image. So we'll use one function, image create from png. Yeah, this is available in GD. This function we are using. Inside that function, this will give the path. Now we have kept it inside our photos directory, so I am giving the directory name. In your case you can change it if it is in a different directory. Now I am taking the variable. This variable is the row ID, or this is the student ID will be taken. So in the first this value will be 1, next loop it will be 2, next loop it will be 3. So then we'll add that extension part .png. If you are using a JPG picture, then use JPG here. So this is nothing but what I am trying to do is I am picking up, based on the ID, the address of the particular student photo. That's all. So this is I have created this string. Now let me place it. To place it, I will use image copy. Image copy. Now first is my this means the main source image. Now then I am telling str. This str is what I have just above line what I have created. Now I will writing the where it should be positioned, 60 and 310. You can ask me how I got these figures, but this is by experimenting. This is the coordinate, x coordinate and y coordinate. X is 60. You can see the picture we have placed it towards the left edge, and 310 because it has to move downward, and that near where the ID is. So that is why this y value is more. It is 310 is. By up and down, you can move it in up and down, left and right direction by changing this x and y values respectively. So 0 and 0. Why I am giving 0 0? Because this is the copy that now the what we are going to place it over that which part of it. So we'll entire picture we are taking. So starting from 0 0, top left corner, the part of this picture, and where it ends actually, this ends at 100, because that whatever you can see the image, whatever we have placed in the student image, they are of 100 and 100 size, height and width are 100. So we are telling them start from 0 0 or the top left corner, copy it up to the 100. So entire picture will come. Place it at the 60 and 310, that the coordinate of source image. So image source is there. That's all. So with this, what let's test it. I will run this once. I have saved it. Now let me go to the browser once. My browser is here. I am running it once. Yeah, it has worked. Now let's go to the folder. Not this. I have to go to the folder where I kept the outputs here. You can see the images are added. So ID is 1. This is the position where it is added. Now let's close this, go to one more certificate. Yeah, you can see ID 2, that all IDs are added now. QR code ID. Now we are left with adding our logo. Our third step, or now we'll add the logo part. So we'll lift here, we'll go with our logo. So in the logo, logo actually, if it is a common to all the certificates, then better it should go with the templates. But we will still put it here because the same technique you can use to add any specific image. Suppose the student have a different house or hostel photos there, it should be printed along with, and it's a unique to a group of student or a student. In that way, you can pick up that common image. So like this, any image can be picked up. But usually a logo of the university or the college or whatever it is, if it is a common, better to use it in the template. So now let's again, one thing I'll do, I'll just copy this code and paste it here. Fine. Now this code I will change it. So instead of writing all this, because this is a logo, it's there, a sample picture is there in inside the zip file, I will just change this. That's all, because there is no dynamic, it's a common, so there is no ID or anything to be taken. Here I will change the coordinates a bit. I will say it is 280. Now you can ask me how I got this figure. This 280, 50. This is X and Y coordinates. 280x means more fixed because it's moved towards right. 50 means at the top I am placing, so it is 50. Then it is 00, and our logo size is of 50. So I will change this to 50. That's all. So now the logo has come up. Now you can question that all the dimensions. We'll see by changing the dimension how our logo moves. We'll see. So I am just saving this. Let's go to our browser again, run once. So fine, it has come. Now let's check our pictures. Okay, fine. Now these are, let me pick up the third one. Yeah, you can see the logo has come here, this exact location. Okay, so you may have to experiment with this. Suppose you want to bring the logo towards the left. So let me just close this. I will experiment with that. So to come towards the left, the x coordinate I had to change it. So let us, instead of 280, let me put 180. So now I expect that it will be moving left. So let me run once in my browser. Fine. Now let me go here and see, just watch where the logo is now. You can see the logo has come here. So you want to further move, reduce the x value. You want to move it down further, you increase the y value, because this top left corner is 00. Then x increases this way and y increases this way. That's all. This is three parts we promised, that QR code, logo, and the unique photo of the student. These three we have added like this. So few more, if any you have any, this is actually, this part is developed based on a comment posted by a visitor. He has requested how to add the logo, and he asked for two things, logo and the photo of the student, but we have gone for adding QR code also. So you like, similarly you can post your requirements, comments, your suggestions, everything in the below comment box. So based on that, that will help us also developing new tutorials. And please do subscribe and press the bell icon so you will be notified whenever the new tutorials are added. And thank you for watching.